Welcome into another episode of the Deployment Dudes, where we are just guys being dudes, talking all things deployment. I am your host, Scott Hutter. Joined with me as always, Phil Fannin. Special guest, the Deployment Trio. Rich Humphrey joined us today. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be here again.
You had so much fun last time. You had to get
I
back
couldn't
in,
stay
saddle?
away.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
We have that effect on people, I think.
Do we?
No, no.
Could have fooled my wife.
Yeah. You paid her to stay, as did I.
Yeah.
Not your wife, my wife.
Yes,
Okay,
right.
right, right.
Clear.
Clarify that.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking about Staff Aug today, I think, right?
Yeah, it's area growth for us in 2025. I think we're all pretty bullish on Staff Aug opportunities heading into the new year. I think a good place to start is what we offer from a Staff Aug perspective, because it's different than what you think of compared to traditional staffing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is interesting because even as we were kind of shaping this product, if you Google IT Staff Aug, almost everything you see is software developers. And we can certainly offer software developers, but I think the unique niche that we're offering is we're in contact every day with the kind of best in the world as far as IT field service techs, network engineers, people that are specially field services. And so really, if you look at the Robert Halves and some of these other Staff Aug places that are kind of larger firms that do that, we have really an edge up on them just because of our day-to-day contact with so many people that fill that specific need that we would be able to leverage for our customers.
Yeah, most of those traditional models too, they're looking for full-time employees,
Right.
right? Or long-term engagements, 1 year,
Like really
2
long.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, but the reality is a lot of customers, they're just looking for that short burst. They might need
Yep.
somebody for a week or 3 months just to get a project
Mhm.
done.
Yep. Yeah, I think our use case would be just like what you said is compared to hiring a full-time staff for a long period of time. We could do it if, hey, somebody's on maternity leave, we need somebody to fill in, or we've got a project that's going to take 6 weeks and we need some hands on site. That would be an ideal use case for what we're doing with the Staff Aug.
Yeah, I think it's a convenience, right? Because it doesn't work like the traditional Staff Aug model, and these short bursts, that's hard. That's kind of hard to fill.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the traditional models, because we don't have these people just sitting on the bench, right? Or these resumes that we.
Mm-hmm.
These are our traditional model. We're focused on the outcome, right? They've got a project or whatever. We're hiring the labor wherever that ends up being. We get through the whole project, finish it out, invoice it, done. And the fact that we do that all over the world, we're exposed to all these different partners that have these labor pools.
Mm-hmm.
And so us being able to draw in and or draw from that and fulfill these short, unexpected, need 3 weeks, need a month, need 3 months, or whatever time frame that either caught you by surprise or you just happen to think, oh, you know what, this might actually fill that niche.
Yeah.
I think the model for us is ideal in that scenario.
You mentioned a good use case. Like one I commonly see is somebody leaving, maybe somebody's unexpectedly let go and they're looking for sort of that stopgap, or somebody goes out on like short-term disability, paternity leave, maternity leave. It needs somebody that can jump in quickly just to fill sort of that gap in employment. What other sorts of use cases are you seeing for these short bursts?
I can't get past looking at your hair today for some reason. It's just
Starry-eyed.
I'm fixated on hair,
And my eyes are right here.
and yours just looks so good today.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's a new sweater.
I can't tell. I can't get past the hair.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Use cases for Staff Aug.
Yeah.
How about you, Rich? You take that one.
Yeah, and I think
Staff hog my hair out.
Yeah, that's right.
Right,
That's
right.
right. And I think,
Distraction.
again, right along, we do see a lot of folks that someone's going on extended vacation, maternity leave, something along those lines. And I think the other thing is, hey, we are looking for a specific skill set, maybe for a short burst of time that we're delivering a resource that's under your command and control, works in your system with your team.
Yep.
And so maybe you want a specific skill set, or maybe you say, hey, we need to scale to finish this project we're working on, and we need a couple extra resources to be able to fill that for us. It's a great thing to just be able to say, hey, I'm getting the exact skill set for the exact time frame that I need without having to go through the hiring process and things
So,
like that.
so Rich, here's a question that maybe our listeners might be wondering is what's the difference between fulfilling that need you just described from our dispatch versus this temporary staff aug or short-term labor?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
what is the difference?
Yep.
Why would we choose one over the other, and what are really the distinct differences
Yep.
between those two product services?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like we've touched a little bit on it, but the primary difference, at least to me, is hey, when you use our dispatch services, we're guaranteeing an outcome. We're saying, hey, we're taking care of solving this problem for you. When you use staff augmentation, what we're saying is we're delivering a resource. So it's your project, your system, your command and control, and we are just giving you a person to fill a need. And so it's different, kind of exactly the service that we're offering there.
There's also some contractual differences between these, right? From a dispatch and a staff aug. From us, staff aug is protecting really both parties because of the varying degrees of labor laws that are out there, and making sure that those, benefits and all those different things that are tied in with that longer term employment come into play, I think, right?
Yep, absolutely. So yes, the contract, we would also expect Staff Aug is going to be a more regular. Uh, it's again, it's not going to be, hey, I need somebody Monday morning and then I need somebody Friday afternoon and something. It's more of a, hey, we're consistently working with you, 20, 30 hours a week, something along 40 hours a week, something along those lines. So there definitely are some nuances between our normal dispatch offering and the Staff Aug. The good thing is, again, you get also a little bit of a price break with that too, because we're not providing some of the services we do with dispatch. So, yeah.
I actually have a fairly cool story. I obviously can't mention by customer name, but I've got a staff aug situation that's been going on for about 6 months now, and it's taking place in the Netherlands, and it is for a pharmaceutical type company, and we've intermittently had this resource in and out of the office. So they've used them for like 6 weeks or 2 months or whatever, and then they decided, well, we're going to try to hire for this particular position, and they've done that. So we were able to back our resource off, without penalty or anything like that. Again, a testament to the model. Um, and that resource didn't work out for them, and so they turned us back on again. And so we did it again, and we're still doing it, and they've been trying to fulfill that position, and they just can't. But yet our person that we've got is ideal, and so they're kind of in this situation of like, man, I know we're paying somewhat of a premium for this. However, we can't go out and find it ourselves. And so I emphasize the premium component because there is you do probably pay a little bit more, just depending on where it is, how much time we had, what's the duration of time, what kind of skill set are we actually talking about. But it's all I chalk it up to like almost walking into a convenience store and buying an item that you would normally buy from a grocery store, and that item's going to cost you more at the convenience store. Why? Well, because it's there. It's not it, but it was convenient, and there's a premium
hmm
for that convenience.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I think we fall into that category with this too. I think sometimes it does take us a minute to have to kind of explain and describe to customers that because we're not that traditional staff aug situation, you may have had a labor number in mind of what you had budgeted to pay, but you got to think about the parameters in which what you're asking us to do, and how little time we had, and where we're pulling these resources from, and this is kind of somewhat spur of the moment or whatever. All those factors have to be considered, and then I think it starts to, the the clouds start to part a bit for the customer and realize, okay, yeah, you know what, that's a good point,
Right.
because I'm struggling to find the longer term at the price point that we want, but I can knock this out. You've already got them. We've interviewed them. They're ideal. Let's go.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, the things we look at, even in our pricing structures, you have to look at geographical location, obviously. So it's going to be more expensive to do it in San Francisco than it is in Topeka, Kansas, or something like that. You also
sorry,
have to look
Topeka.
at, yeah, you look at the skill set of the person you're hiring. Obviously, the more technical, advanced person, and then the time scale. If you're looking for a very short time, it's going to be more of a premium price, and if you're able to extend it out over 4 months, 6 months, a year, or something along those lines too. So absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a good niche. We really did well with it 2025, and I think we're again putting an emphasis on that going into 2026.
Hmm.
Just trying to broadcast and make sure the customers know that we have this capability,
Absolutely.
and it works incredibly well. And these are your resources. So when we bring them to the table for you, you've got the ability. We can set up interviews, and you can run through your questioning and your own vetting or whatever. Um, these are folks that we have, that we're exposed to, that we can then bring to the table for you, and you have the ability to say yay or nay on however many.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
anything else we want to cover with Rich while we've got him?
Hopefully, I'll
You
be
see,
back
you
soon.
can't get past
So,
my hair
yes, that's
either.
right.
You're
Man, yeah, I was
distracted.
starstruck by you.
No,
That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't think so.
No, I just thanks for coming back, Rich.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure
my
to have
pleasure.
you. And yeah, excited to see where Staff Aug is going to take us next year.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Agree. All right.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
That's
you.
a wrap.